let's switch over to the NFL. What were your biggest takeaways from Week 14?
I just got one big takeaway for you, man, and Shedeur Sanders is the best quarterback of his class.
Okay.
Over Dart, over Cam Ward. I mean, this is a guy who's had what, 3 starts as a quarterback, got no first team reps all season until 3 weeks ago, maybe actually 2 weeks ago. And what did he throw for 340, 350, three
I
touchdowns,
think
ran four
364. Yeah.
touchdowns. The Browns have not looked this good on offense in a couple years, to be honest,
Since Baker.
since Baker, exactly. Even when Deshaun was healthy and playing, the Browns offense did not look this good. A lot of people might say, man, it was versus the Titans, but I don't want to hear that, man. It's a rookie quarterback. He went out there and he dominated. I'm a little disappointed in the fact that he again was taken off the field. It seems like every time they get the ball within 2, 3, they take him off the field and do some damn wildcat every single time. Um, at least keep him on the field and let him, if you're going to hand the ball off, at least allow him to hand it off, because when you
Yeah.
have a running back lined up as quarterback, 99.9% of the times we know that you're running the ball. You're not going to pass it. So
Oh,
if
yeah.
I know that, the defense definitely knows it.
Yeah. That trickery was some bullshit, bro. I don't even know how you could, muster up that thought. And just Quinshon Judkins, I don't know what the fuck he was doing with that, but I don't think he knew what he was doing with that either. It was a poor design from the get-go. But I think, yeah, Shedeur could be an elite guy. I think he could be exactly what Cleveland needs him to be. And Harold Fenton Jr., the team responds well to him. I'm, kind of down that they didn't get the victory. Cam Ward got the victory instead. But yeah, Shedeur Sanders put on a clinic. Explosive plays, pushing the ball down the field, 73-yard touchdown, to Jerry Jeudy, Harold Fenton Jr. He was on the money in this game. Lights out. This was a Shedeur performance, and this game showed you, all right, Shedeur should have been started. He was the guy we expected him to be coming out of the draft, the second best quarterback in this draft class, maybe the first, like you were saying. So yeah, this was a very vindicating game for Shedeur, and it's nice to see him play like this. Excited for the future for the Browns, but I don't think Kevin Stefanski could be the head coach moving forward. He's got to be let go.
Sabotaging Shedeur and doesn't want to see him succeed. I won't say that, simply because at the end of the day, this guy, he doesn't want to lose his job. Like, he has to get a paycheck. He wants to keep his job, and he has to do whatever he thinks is necessary to win. Now, whether that is him not believing in Shedeur because he doesn't think he'll help him win, that's a whole nother story. But I won't say that he's actually out there purposely trying to sabotage Shedeur.
Mm-hmm. Now, another takeaway I had, Jayden Daniels, he had an amazing rookie season, NFC Championship game, and now this year he's been hurt multiple times this year. The elbow injury was disgusting. Then he got hurt again, throwing an interception. So just this turnaround from having just a huge high to start his career, then it's just going down for him. I mean, what are your thoughts on Jayden Daniels and, his position in, his quarterback class?
Yeah, man, it sucks to see all the injuries, but I'll be transparent with you. In all the games that he's been injured, they weren't winning any of those games. I believe the first time he got injured was versus the Packers. They were getting blasted already. The game was over. They were arguing, saying he probably shouldn't have been in the game. I don't know who he got hurt against with the elbow injury, but I think that game was over as well. And then, of course, the game versus Minnesota. I mean, you're losing to 9.
Yeah. And nine
That's
looked good.
that's embarrassing. He has the biggest sports meme of all time right now.
Yeah.
Him and Michael Jordan crying are the 2 biggest memes in my opinion. But man, it sucks to see him go from the highest to the lowest. We all had the biggest expectations for him in year 2. We thought he was the best quarterback in the class, and now it looks like he might not be top 3, 4, maybe even 5 at this moment in time. So hopefully he could pick it up at start next year, because he'll probably be shut down for the rest of this year if I had to guess.
His ass is probably with Michael Penix Jr. now.
I would agree.
It's tough because, yeah, Bo Nix is taking that step. Bo Nix has played well this year. His team is at the top of the conference. Drake May, I think, is the best quarterback in this quarterback class. And then Caleb Williams, his team is in great position this year. They've taken the next step. So, yeah, those top 3, he's falling behind the totem pole right now, unfortunately.
I think 9 got more wins than the Commanders this year, too.
Yeah, 9 is crazy. Hey, I haven't seen Caleb with that with in the 9 meme. I was like, "Ah, fuck." I'm hoping Jaden Daniels could come back and have a good year 3, because football is good when you got guys like him playing at a high level, and it's just been a down year for black quarterbacks, man. Damn, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Jaden Daniels. We can't catch a break.
Hey, we got Jordan Love, man. Jordan Love been hooping, and I want to claim Matt Stafford too. I think he mixed. He look a little light skinned.
We'll let it slide. We'll let it pass.
He can come to the barbecue.
Oh, yeah. Um, but then my next takeaway, Joe Burrow, is he potentially overrated? 4 times out of the last 6 seasons, he's missed the playoffs. What are your thoughts on that?
This year, obviously, it was injuries. And the previous few years, I would blame it on the coaching staff. The defense has been
Chiefs,
horrendous.
yeah.
I'd argue that he was still like damn near the games that he played, he was an MVP candidate. It's just his defense was bad. This guy was putting up 34, 37 points and losing those games like consistently.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say he's overrated. This past weekend, it was in a blizzard as well. So I think that does play a factor in your performance, of course. He had a couple, turnovers and whatnot, but I wouldn't go out and say he's overrated. I think he's rated okay.
Yeah, you think he'll get back, with the level of Mahomes and, Lamar and those guys? Will he be back to being a top 5 quarterback, or has he fallen out of the top 5?
I mean, obviously this year he's probably not a top 5 quarterback, and neither is the big four that we've talked about. Maybe
Yeah.
Josh Allen, but no one else. I think he'll be back. Obviously not this year, but next year when the season is fresh, and I'm sure they'll get rid of their coach, get a new coach on both sides of the ball. I think that he'll be back in that discussion. I don't see a scenario where someone's better than him, with the exception of like Mahomes, Stafford, Allen. Everybody else is pretty much debatable, including Lamar Jackson at this moment in time.
Biggest, like, winners and losers, like, in terms of teams and stuff, what are you thinking? I think the Panthers, bro. They didn't play a game, but I feel like they're a huge winner because they're in position now to take over this division. The Bucks have lost, what, 5 of the last 7 games. The Panthers are coming off a huge win against the Rams and a bye week. So what are your thoughts on the Panthers?
Yeah, I think the Panthers are a huge winner. I actually have them. One of my bold predictions of this week is the
Okay.
Panthers actually winning, the Bucks losing, and the Panthers taking over that division. So I mean, I don't see why they can't go in this week and take number one in the NFC South.
Yeah, this is a team that is in great position. You couldn't figure out who to start, Rico Dotto or Chuba Hubbard and stuff. I think that's a committee, a running back by committee that continues. Both guys being productive. Should be interesting to see how this run game continues to flourish. But Bryce Young, and the moments you need him to show up, he has.
The Vikings fans, you guys are winners this week, simply
That's
because
9.
you all got to get a good night's sleep, because it's been brutal for you guys as Vikings
Yeah.
fans. You guys go from 14 win season playoffs to 9 as your quarterback, laughing stock of the league. And you all finally, shout out to my dog Brindley, you all finally get to rest. So congratulations to you guys. You guys are big winners this week.
Oh, yeah. And it was a good performance by 9, 3 passing touchdowns. He showed up. The defense played lights out. So, yeah, the Vikings definitely are a big winner. I think the Rams having the game they did, blowing out the Cardinals 45-17. Matthew Stafford, 3 passing touchdowns, efficient as fuck. Puka Nacua went off. Blake
Yes.
Corum had 128 yards rushing off 12 carries. Kyron Williams, like, this was a great performance by the Rams.
Corum has been, dude, he's been like creeping into like getting more and more touches every
Yeah,
week, and
he's been great.
he's making the best of them. He's making the best of them. I'm really excited and happy to see his production. I know the guys who got Kyron Williams like hate to see this guy going out and getting touchdowns, but man, how do you not give this guy the ball every time he touches? He makes something happen.
He's a monster, bro. And it's nice to see
Yeah.
him finally get to this point with the Rams. But yeah, this is a team that's even more dangerous now. Devontae Adams, every time he's in the red zone, he's gonna catch a touchdown. They have no holes on this team. The Panthers' loss, if anything, helped them get to where they need to be. So I think they win that division, and I think they're on the right track to be the favorites out the NFC. Another winner, the Steelers, man. They went in there, beat the Baltimore Ravens. Now, Isaiah Likely, I think that was a touchdown. They kind of did get hold on that, but the Steelers team is, getting wins. You can't really count them out with Aaron Rodgers, 42 years old, still playing at a high level, and Mike Tomlin. So
Maybe that's why they didn't sign Likely to an extension because it's always him.
yeah,
Somehow, some way, it's always Likely. Last year, it was his big toes out of bounds. Earlier this year, he was supposed to score a touchdown. The ball got hit out, and it wound up being a touchback. And then this happens. So it's just too many mental errors on his part.
100%. So yeah, the Ravens, it's not looking good for them. They're in a poor spot. Uh, the Jags, I think that's a team that's a winner. The performance
Yes.
they put up, they look really good against the Colts, even though Daniel Jones went down. But the offense looked good. Liam Cohen has Trevor Lawrence playing at a high level. So this is a team that I think is going to get in the playoffs.
And then lastly, man, you can't help but mention your Texans, man. They are,
Yeah,
in my opinion, right now, I would have them as favorites to go to the Super Bowl at the AFC, honestly, even over the Patriots or the Bills.
because that
Their
defense,
their
bro.
defense, they're basically D'Amico Ryan says this. He says, "Hey, if our offense could go score 14 or 17 points, we're gonna win the game."
Crazy to think, yeah, but that's exactly how they
And that's
play.
it.
And their defense is getting them field possession. You see, getting interception. Travis Kelsey, dropping the ball, turn it into an interception. You go down the field. Dare Ugalele, whatever his name is, scores a touchdown. So yeah, the Texans. This is good. This is a great football team. I think they're the scariest team in the AFC. For losers, I think the Eagles, big loser, losing another straight game. Jalen Hurts, 4 interceptions, 5 total turnovers, most turnovers he's had all season in one game. So I don't know. This team is just really shaky.
Yeah, I kind of felt bad watching Jalen Hurts last
Yeah,
night,
me
man.
too.
It was brutal. I think he threw more interceptions yesterday than he did all season, like
Yeah,
combined. Okay. 5 turnovers, Jalen Hurts is that's brutal. And I would say maybe only one of them really wasn't his fault, but the other three were his fault.
bad
I mean, he just
decisions.
threw it
Yeah,
right to the other team. Yeah, the one bounced off AJ Brown's hands. It wasn't a perfect pass, but um, I still think AJ should have caught it, but he didn't. But yeah, the Eagles are big losers. I don't see them as Super Bowl contenders. I would argue that the Cowboys are big winners this week as well
yeah.
because
This
the
is a
Eagles
loss that they
lost.
needed. Yeah, they have a shot to get in the playoffs for real. So yeah, add them to the winner. But yeah, this Eagles team trending in the wrong direction. Like this is a Super Bowl hangover kind of year, but it makes you question like how good is Jalen Hurts really at the quarterback position? Is he a top 10 quarterback? Really? He
No,
hasn't played
in
like it.
my opinion, he's not. He's not, and I don't think that we, as analysts, can look at what he's done in the past and say that yesterday was acceptable, and the week before
No, it
that was
wasn't.
acceptable, and the week before that was acceptable because it's not. You can't be a top 10 quarterback playing the way Jalen Hurts has been playing. And you could blame everybody you want. You could blame the receivers not getting open. You could blame the O
OC,
line
yeah,
not blocking. You can blame the offensive coordinator. But at the end of the day, Jalen Hurts is the one that has the ball in his hands.
5 turnovers. That's got to be on him. He was a little clutch in overtime. I was rooting for him. I thought he was gonna, turn things around, get a touchdown, but nah. It ended exactly how the game played out. Tough loss. Tough loss.
Tough loss for sure.
I think the Colts are probably one of the biggest losers, losing Daniel Jones, the playoff season being done, and you trade 2 first-round picks for Sauce Gardner, and now you have Daniel Jones recovering from a torn Achilles. Going to be a long road to recovery. And this team, I mean, you're looking for Phillip Rivers to give you some kind of hope this year. And you don't have any first-round draft picks until 2027. So this is a huge swing for the fences, and unfortunately, it didn't pan out.
This is one of the this is one of the biggest swings I have seen in a long time where we have a team that we consider maybe Super Bowl favorites with their high-powered offense and the defense holding teams to low-scoring games, and then now it has been a complete 180 where they cannot score points. They lost their quarterback. They
Yeah.
lost their best defensive back. It is not looking good for the Colts. I mean, they lost their first, second, and third string quarterbacks.
Yeah, and it's tough because, this division getting better when they're, suffering the most.
Yes,
Wrong time to
it's over
have
for
all
them.
these injuries. Yeah, I don't think they're making the playoffs. I was right about that take. It's not how I wanted to be
You were
right,
right
though.
about that take.
I didn't even wanted to be right about this one, in this way.
No, get your lick back. They be talking crazy to you. Get your lick back. Stand on it. Stand on it.
Imma go reply to some hate comments low key after this.
Some people thought the NFC North was going to be the worst division in football this season. They thought it was going to be as bad as the NFC South.